The following is a review for critical, analytical, and educational purposes only, and is protected under Article 17 and 107 in the United States Fair Use Code. This video is not an infringement on copyright. Please enjoy the video.
This week I did something that I have never done before. I saw the 1985 movie Back to the Future on the big screen for the first time. I own all three films on DVD in an awesome box set, so I have seen them multiple times, but this was the first time that I went to a movie theatre to watch it, and it was an amazing experience. The movie theatre was packed with people and they were laughing and cheering and whooping all the way through. It was almost akin to a religious experience. But that's Back to the Future for you. I'm not alone in thinking that it's one of the greatest movies of all time. It's a hilarious, fun and engaging movie with one of the best screenplays ever written, with phenomenal performances from all of the cast members. The special effects are inventive for the time, the cinematography is legitimately impressive, and the sound design is Oscar caliber. It's one of those rare movies that throws in about a dozen witty lines, clever background details and moments of startling uniqueness in almost every scene, but all of them hit the audience with precision and clarity. Its pedigree cannot be more well established, and it easily makes my top 10 films ever. However, while watching the movie, there was one problem that I had with it. For those of you getting ready to click away from this video or hit the dislike button, let me make one thing very clear. This is not a video about the logic of time travel. When you make a movie or any sort of fiction in any medium revolving around time travel and changing history, it's not all going to add up. I get that. Also, this video is not about picking apart plot holes or continuity errors. Once again, every film has those, even some of the greatest of all time. This one flaw I have with Back to the Future is actually more of a structural and writing problem that comes near the end of the movie. But in order for me to explain the problem, then I need to talk about how the movie ends, which involves spoilers. Now, the film is almost 30 years old, so I have no problems revealing the ending, but since this is one of the greatest movies of all time, then it means that I will give you a spoiler warning now. If you have not watched this movie, stop this video, watch it as soon as possible, then come back here, okay? Okay, you have been warned. So Marty McFly goes back in time and prevents his parents from falling in love, and his mother starts falling for him instead, which means he will never be born if he doesn't fix things. His plan with his father, George McFly, is that during the night of their original first date at the Enchantment Under the Sea dance, Marty is going to force himself on his mother. Yeah, he doesn't like the plan either. Then, in a scripted event, George will come to Lorraine's rescue.
9 o'clock, you're strolling through the parking lot. You see us, struggling in the car. You walk up, you open the door, and you say, "You're lying, George."
Oh, hey you, get your damn hands off her. You really think I ought to swear?
Yes, definitely. God damn it, George, swear.
However, on the night of the dance, things start to go wrong. The school bully Biff stumbles across the two in the car park, disposes of Marty, and then starts to have his way with Lorraine. George McFly comes to the rescue, unaware in the changed scenario, and attempts to help. Long story short, he finds his strength, and then knocks Biff out in a single punch. He then takes Lorraine to the dance. Now this is a great ending. If the original staged version went through as planned, then George wouldn't have overcome anything. It would have all been an act, and he didn't really earn the respect of people. However, when he knocked out Biff, he legitimately came through. He really did stand up for himself and protect what he cares about. However, this isn't the end of this story, as Marty is still at risk of not being born. So while playing guitar at the dance, Marty oversees George and Lorraine dancing, and then this happens.
Scram, McFly, I'm cutting in.
And this is where my problem comes in. George McFly was able to knock out Biff in a single punch, and everyone saw it happen. The word has spread to the dance floor, so people now respect George for standing up for himself.
Who is that guy?
It's George McFly.
George, you ever think of running for class president?
So why this random guy would even think about taking Lorraine is beyond me, but the big problem is, doesn't this scene kinda devalue what he's just done? George rescued Lorraine from the biggest, baddest guy in school, and his next opponent is to rescue her from some random skinny jerk. Imagine if at the end of a Super Mario game that after defeating Bowser for the final time in an epic confrontation, the game wouldn't end unless you stomped on one more Goomba. Now I understand why this scene is here. It's there to show that George McFly is a changed man, and that not only can he defend himself and stick up for himself, but that he will continue to do so even 30 years into the future. But just look at how this scene is edited, acted and scored. The dramatic music, the over-the-top performances, the echoing sounds, it's all too much, and oh yeah, that hand effect, yeah, that's not very good even for 1985. I found another flaw! I found two!
Oh no.
We don't even know the name of this guy who has taken Lorraine. Biff was a constant threat to George wherever he went and consistently appeared within the movie, but this guy, have we even seen him before? Oh yeah, he was one of the guys kicking George earlier. Whoop-de-doo. The big question is, how do you work around this problem? Obviously the scene is there to add a bit more tension during the climax and to make their first kiss a much bigger moment, but I think it didn't have to be something so pronounced. Maybe have this guy try to cut in, but as soon as he even tries to do it, then George pushes him away. You don't need the moments with Marty fading away, and the slow motion, and the echoing sounds, and the over-the-top performances. Maybe have that before George punches Biff, I don't know. But don't misunderstand me though, I get why the scene is there, but after such a big and important moment with George and Biff in the car park, it doesn't quite work to try and have an equally big moment with something much less important and with less build-up and less immediate stakes almost immediately afterwards. But if I can only find one flaw, okay, maybe two, in a movie that's almost 30 years old, which means people have had almost 30 years to scrutinise it, then that's a pretty damn good movie right there. Back to the Future is still a masterpiece of 80s cinema, and I could watch it over and over again until the end of time. Hey ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video, or at least understand where I'm coming from. I hope you don't think that I think Back to the Future is a bad movie, or even that the scene is bad. I just don't think that that scene really worked, but do you agree with me? Or should I just shut the hell up? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to also subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, news and analysis, and you can also go on my Patreon account to gain access to exclusive podcasts, exclusive reviews and other content in order to keep the lights on here at Trilbee Reviews. I shall see you guys next time.
Trilbee.